the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
I'm gonna put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're gonna win a national championship together.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. It's because of them that I want to thank everyone for showing up today.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them...
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're going to be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be?
Okay.
Big decision, no pressure.
Ready, set. Hot.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened to that trust?
Coach, you wanted to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. Just wait.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Because he's got something to prove.
Yeah, to who?
To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough, he's got to prove it to those guys.
You gotta take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo.
You lose weight. I did.
Yes.
Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there. This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Florida.
What?
The Gators, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
Well, I know who you are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? Well, I've always had a big arm, so just throw it deep, let my receivers get under it.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me?
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
All right.
Ready? 90, walk! Here we go! It's the outlaw. Let's go! Come on, set! 60, orange! Go! On the set! Ready, go! Ready! Here we go. Set. Safety ending. Ready. Set. Ready. Get juice on. Set. Go. On the ready. Let's go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Okay, break. Ready, go. 10 hut. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hut, hut.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
I need to prove to him I can handle this. Maybe playing it safe's the best option.
Look, you don't have to prove anything, especially to him. Dude had you on the bench for 4 years, remember that? You need to wake up.
There's a lot at stake right now for all of us. Even more so for Isaiah, so you don't take what he says personally. You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
All right. Have a good game.
Outside a surprise snowstorm in North Texas with temps in the 20s, but that has not dampened the spirits of the folks inside of AT&T Stadium here in Arlington as we get set for the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. As we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Seminoles of Florida State.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
for the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara. We are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They turn to Jennings. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Reddick sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the very first official snap of his college career as a Seminole start, 1st and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. 2nd and 5. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's the All-American Isaiah Streets. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. He'll let it go deep for Streets. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And a gigantic play wiped off the stat sheet.
No doubt about it. If that had been pass interference against the defense, that's over a 50-yard gain because it's going to be a spot foul. But instead, they lose all of what they would have gained, plus a penalty marked against them going back the other direction.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Here we go. 50, play. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there. 48 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
1st and goal for the Seminoles. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seminoles have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 1st and 10, Florida. On the ground, it's Clements. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96, and then most recently they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Reddick. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Reddick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
1st and goal for the Seminoles. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Oh, now he bowls him over. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. From a yard out. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burke. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This is taken at the 3. Powers through again. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, this young quarterback does have a support system. He actually heard from Jameis Winston on social media earlier in the week. Jameis and the Bucs getting ready to host the Falcons tomorrow in their season finale. And Jameis likely glued to his TV set down in Tampa watching this one. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, you have to think to this point in the semifinal matchup, you've got to be very impressed with the way that he's moved this offense. I mean, they really have not missed a beat from the way that Marcus Washington led them during the regular season. If anything, actually, they might be moving the ball a little bit better. They'll set up a throw, and Thomas has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Alexander as time expires in the first half. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. So a blistering start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes?
Let's go. Okay. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go.
Did a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And now running. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone for a Florida State touchdown. You got to think this coaching staff has to be absolutely elated with the performance they've gotten from their quarterback. Now 4 touchdown passes, and we still have a quarter plus to play. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Nice hit, boy. Here we go. 8 read. Watch the run. SOS.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run with Clements. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Reddick sets to throw it, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. From 3 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away.
Turned into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I've really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his career. Then all of a sudden he's thrust into the national spotlight, just like this young man has been. And all Jones was able to do, well, win a national championship and then move on to a career. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. This is really something. For a guy that had 0 touchdown passes in 4 years, heck, 0 passes in 4 years, period, he's come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And there was a lot of talk about maybe them simplifying this offense. Well, forget that. He's done everything that Marcus Washington had done previously and then some. So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. This will be a carry for Clements. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The Seminoles offense has not missed a beat in this one. They're almost certainly headed for the national title game as they start here on this drive, 1st and 10. Brushing off defenders. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
He'll go back to Streets again. Why not? That one, a first down pickup of 8. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, but you sit down with him and you find out what an impressive young man he is. For the amount of talent that he has and all the stars and accolades by his name, incredibly grounded, just a remarkable young man.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing never had a chance to straighten itself out.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Reddick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. And I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating?
On the double.
3. Combo. Here it comes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. It seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington. First and 10, Florida. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, second and 10. Now Reddick. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes in the first ever college start for their senior quarterback, the Florida State Seminoles are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well?
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
Purple. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you, she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you too.
It's nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it?
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. And he's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe, take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the Seminoles of Florida State. Here we go, the matchup we've all been waiting for. Number 1 versus number 2, and off we go in the College Football Playoff National Championship in Santa Clara. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jewell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Cooper throwing again. His throw incomplete. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season. Trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, He doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage. Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
On first down, Jewell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Cooper. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now Cooper to throw on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. An 11-yard touchdown. And Clemson has taken the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for their offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cooper looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and 10 now for Clemson. On the carry, it's Jewell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Cooper now, operating from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Zacharias Thomas there to make the grab. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily, and this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
He will take this in. Touchdown Seminoles. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going to hand to Jewell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw is Cooper on 3rd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. Despite a heroic first half from their inexperienced quarterback, his guys trail at the break.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Okay, on every play. Yeah, I'm sure the defense is going to figure that out.
Okay, well, you need to figure it out. This isn't just a game to me.
I know that. I know that, Isaiah.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. So, CD, you look at our quarterback, he said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league, and this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he could turn out to be a gem.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. But what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they tried.
That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Quintero Grant there to make the grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. And that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Cooper from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. Back to throw. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them to lead.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They're going to look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jewell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Cooper looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cooper. And this is Simpson with a catch. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Clemson sends their kicker out for the field goal. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, run through the post, and this thing could be over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Well, that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down, double team, just anything to disrupt him, because he has a knack for getting open and making big plays. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, all the prognosticators have a first-round grade on Isaiah Streets should he decide to jump to the NFL after this season. But all indications are that he wants to come back and play college ball one more year with his eyes firmly set on winning the Heisman Trophy. And you better believe that has the folks back on campus extremely excited.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quick.
That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Now Cooper on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. Cooper now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Call that a gain of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Cooper. Operating from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cooper. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. He'll look to throw. Here's this out for Streets. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw here. He'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up the throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the Seminoles. They'll set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Kalo Alexander there to make the grab. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Cooper will look to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Go, Rocket, come on.
A story almost too good to write behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap in a college football game until 9 days ago. For the first time since 2013, the Florida State Seminoles are national champs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Florida State Seminoles.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on this stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, the trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Hey, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! And let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad.
Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please, have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
Feeling, baby.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in two games, and we're saying maybe a third-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, third-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a first-round draft
No way.
pick.
No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second?
Okay, but
Thank
I don't
you.
have a long
No, just
time.
be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
When I found out I wasn't going to start in college, it became clear that I should transfer if I wanted to play at the next level, but I didn't. Because my word means something. I'm proud of my decision to stick. And if I was running a team, I think I would want players that were willing to compete.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Call me back, but...
Yes, I'll have to call you back.
Okay, love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Bye.
Are you for real? You and I have a mutual friend in common. Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis together. What do you think he might say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Look, I respect Jack Ford, and I want you to...
Let me just stop you right there. Jack had nothing but praise to say about you. And frankly, now so do I. Listen, the truth is, my owner, he wants someone with the measurables. You go out there and you impress, and you will be on our radar. Can you do that?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Drink an extra protein shake or whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is. You just give anyone your phone? If someone asks for your playbook, would you give them that too?
No? What? What?
You have something to hide? Look, son, this interview's about transparency.
I think I'm being quite transparent.
Not transparent enough.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. Well, back of the bus.
Back of the bus? Why?
I can help people escape out the back.
Are leaders in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus?
Leaders are where they need to be.
Interesting answer.
I figure back of the bus, saving people makes me look selfless. It shows that I'm a team player.
Good answer. The correct answer should have been wherever I'm needed.
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Less more. Congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client. You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
On the jump. Hut, hut. Ready, ready, ready. Set, hut. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 orange. Ready. Got it. Set, go. Red. 30 pace, let's go. Let go. Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Go. Here we go, here we go. 8-3. Ready, go. Okay, ready. Hot, hot. Down. 50. Plant. Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready, go. Ready up. Set, go. Set, ready. 18 Gator. Hut, hut. Set, and Lobo. Hut, hut. Set, hut. 17. Set, hut. Ready, ready. And Tucson. Ready, ready. Here we go. 60. Set, go. Ready, set. Let's go. Come on, set. Go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready, go. Red. 9. Hot, hot. Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Ready. Here we go, here we go. 64, ready, go.
Thanks, man.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giant?
Well, I'm flattered by their interest. But honestly, I just want a shot. They give me a chance, I'll be ready to work.
Totally understand.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I pride myself in my ability to get the job done. I'm able to focus and perform under pressure, and I think you guys saw that in the college playoff.
You definitely did.
What do you say to the critics that think you weren't ready to play in the NFL?
Have any of these critics ever played football? Honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
It's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
Hello?
Sorry, sir. We regret to...
Yeah. What? What was... You're not getting an invite to the draft. Which is a good thing. I mean, just ask Brady, right? Hey, how's this? I know a tailor, and he can make it feel like you're there. What's your vibe?
I don't really have a vibe. She got like a suit?
Suit? Huh, ma'am? You like a man in a nice suit?
Him? Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Stamp of approval. First-class stamp of approval for somebody who's not getting invited to the draft.
I don't even have a suit.
Since 2010 have made the most Pro Bowl noise with picks like this. Daniel, just a quick thought before we send things to the stage over there.
Some interesting quarterbacks. Ryan Finley, Jarrett Stidham, Clayton Thorson from Northwestern. I'm anxious to see where they go today.
Those are the quarterbacks that are at the top of your draft. And as you can see, most of any school on day number 3. And that is a draft nugget. We're just dropping draft nuggets. He throws the best ball of anybody in.
Couldn't have done better at the combine.
You know, I didn't ask you to be my agent.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have been. I had people lining up wanting me to represent them.
No, you didn't, actually. I don't even know if you're accredited, man.
Put her on speaker.
Hello?
Hi, this is Bruce Arians, head coach out in Tampa Bay. We've had our eye on you for a while, making you the newest member of the Buccaneers. Come be ready to compete.
We will be!
Who's that?
No, don't worry about it. Thank you so much, sir. I will be there. I'll be ready to go. Thank you.
Oh, yes! Let's get some grilled cheese.
Let's start at the top. The Buccaneers, draft winners or draft losers?
I'm going with winners, Kay. They drafted for athleticism and upside. They got a whole bunch of guys with a ton of it.
What do you think about that 4th-round pick, the quarterback?
Well, he has the potential to be the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback in this draft. I mean, can he come in right away and make plays right now? Probably not, but soon, though.
Do you think he'll start any games this season?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he showed flashes in the playoffs and the combine, and he has the talent that can go out there and lead this team.
That's why we love Nate. Very optimistic. Everybody's going to Canton, but no, hold on, Nate. You're right. Late in the season's out of reach. I think they'll give him a chance to test the waters, right?
Late in the season, man. You know how this game goes. It's going to be sooner than that. And I bet they'll be pleasantly surprised.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation. And I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. Should have told him one of my plays. He could have used it this Sunday.
You know, I actually haven't even met him yet.
It's Bruce Arians, real cool dude. Wears one of those kangaroo hats. Real cool. By the way, you see the moves we made this offseason? Deshaun Jackson, Humphreys walked. Good news, we still got Mikey Evans. 1,500 yards last year. And our tight end, O.J. Howard, he's a beast. You lean on those two guys, you can have a pretty good season. Now, if you can get past Jameis, I can see you becoming the guy here. Take the reins, put on a kangaroo hat, and tell Arians I said so.
Thanks. I'll pass it along. I'm not really sure how much they'll listen to me, though. I'm just a rookie.
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. But I think if he fights a raptor, the raptor's gonna win. That's just me. That's just me. I don't care how many names he calls him. In fact, I actually I do some archaeology on the side. And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once. I think it was a T-Rex bone. I was like, look at, whoa! Sorry about that.
Cool. Actually, I think you just dropped me off right up here, man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just right up front. Thank you.
This is the start of something beautiful, kid. And in this city, if you need anything, if you need alpacas, if you need emus, any type of livestock, home loan, or warranty, you call me.
You're the guy.
If you... Think we'll call.
This game, it's about legacy, kid. Achievement, exceeding expectations. Your college accolades, they're in the past. Your draft status, just a number. But your legacy, you start building that today. It's about the way you interact with teammates, coaches, opponents. It's about fearlessness, week in, week out. Overcoming the onslaught of the league's top defenders. Demonstrating leadership in everything you do, from how you play to what you wear. It's about laying a strong foundation in your rookie season, becoming the quarterback I always knew you were. At first, right now, it's about winning the starting job. Good luck out there, kid.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like a rotor.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position.
I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
meaning credentials.
best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
And the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all
Crown.
crown. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What
fuel?
you talking about, space or out your mind?
But like rocket fuel.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss. Took over the game, now we
mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass back.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sons, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a disc. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, We're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin packs a lot of potential into the wide receiver position for Tampa Bay. 6'1", great yards after catch. I'm looking for a breakout season for him in 2019. He could be one of the prime targets in Bruce Arians' new offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go. But I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
2nd and 2. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Back to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They're going to look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rudolph under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Noah Spence came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down, Samuels. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Gearing up to go again here on offense, Andre Ellington works his way back out there. And the good news, his team's winning. And the bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. To throw is Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Winston now. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now it's Rudolph. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Rudolph throwing again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. He's going to float this one, deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rogers, 66 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going up top for Miller. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready?
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go, baby.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles at Heinz Field in just a minute or two. It is the first Friday night of the NFL preseason. We had 11 games last night. Just one other game going on right now finds Minnesota at New Orleans down at the Superdome. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, it's Snell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rudolph looking to throw. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's pulled in at the 32. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To the air again with Winston. The catch made by Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Black 22.
Jameis again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A quick throw into the hands of Switzer. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go! 30 base.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. That's taken it around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Going deep this time for Mel. This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston, that's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
50, ready, blue ready. Here we go, deep, all day, defense, all day, all day.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, this is caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jordan Leggett there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Rudolph.
Offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. Rudolph now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken on the 25. Powering his way forward. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a throw here to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll get this one to Switzer.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and it's 3rd and short. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Winston, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Winston to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Gay's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right, and rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Rudolph. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it's Rudolph. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rudolph. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Ready, go.
Now it's Rudolph. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rudolph. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rudolph now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
All right, Captain, it's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready. You ready. Rebutt. Let's go.
Winston here to throw. Going up top for Miller. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, 46 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored.